Hey everybody, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be looking at this PlayStation 5 which has been sent in, and yet again this is another PlayStation 5 which has been sent in for no power. So this is an issue that I'm seeing quite a lot at the minute, and I've actually got 3 in the queue which have come just in the past couple of days which have all got no power. And it's an issue which is sometimes repairable, but a lot of the time unfortunately it's not. And the reason for that is partly because we just don't know enough about the systems and we can't get the parts to actually be able to fix them. Unfortunately, a lot of the power issues on these are related to either the RAM or the APU. There are some issues where we can fix it and where we can figure it out, but we're not going to know that until we get inside. And yeah, hopefully this is going to be a case where we can give the customer some bad news. Bad news? That wasn't a good start to the video. Hopefully this isn't a case where we give the customer bad news. Hopefully it's a case where we give the customer good news and manage to fix this console. But that being said, if you are new to the channel and you like this type of content, I would really appreciate it if you hit subscribe and turn on the bell notifications, and that way you don't miss any future videos. And if you want to support me, you can head over to Twitch and become a Twitch Prime subscriber by linking an Amazon Prime account to Twitch and then subscribing to my Twitch channel absolutely free. Completely free for you to do if you've already got Amazon Prime. Doesn't cost you a penny, but it massively helps out the channel. So with that being said, let's get into this repair. Okie dokie, let's have a look what's going on. So I've got this plugged in and the switch is turned on. Okay. So this isn't actually a no power, technically. This is a 2-second blood and then off. So a 2-second blood can be a number of things, to be honest. A lot of the time it's going to be either down to a shorted component on the board, or a bad HDMI encoder, or a bad south bridge, something like that. But yeah, unfortunately, a lot of the time it's not even detectable because the console is technically turning on, so there's no direct short, if that makes sense. But let's take it apart, let's see what we can do and hopefully get this fixed. So warranty sticker is intact, that's good. So I'm going to get this disassembled. It is a time consuming process, so what I'll do is I will just click my fingers and it will magically be taken apart. Wait, what? How about 2 hands? No? Alright then. Ah, that's better. I swear, all these YouTubers keep doing that and it works first time for them. I'm sure it's fake, you know, because every single time I do it, nothing happens. I have to do it several times. Really, really weird. Oh well, anyway, we've got the board out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hook up the bench power supply first of all. So I'm going to set the instruments on the screen. So we have the bench supply up in this corner and we've got the multimeter up in this corner. So basically what I want to do first is I want to test for some voltage rails. So when the console is in standby, we should get certain voltage rails, and what I want to do is just test for those voltage rails and see if they're present, and then basically if they are, then I can try and figure something else out, but if they're not, then I can try and figure out why they're not present. Hopefully that makes sense. So first thing I'm going to do is just hook up my bench power supply and I'm going to give it 12 volts. So just to be awkward, I'm going to use the yellow crocodile clip for ground and I'm going to use the black one for positive. You ready? For some reason my multimeter is not working on the screen because I had it minimized. There we go. Okay, so you can see we jump up to 290 milliamps-ish and then we drop back down to 0. That appears fairly normal to me. So we should expect to see around about 300 milliamps. So what I'm going to do then is just check for some voltage rails and just see what kind of rails we've got when there's power applied. So we should obviously have 12 volts here. And again, I've got my multimeter minimised. There we go. Okay, so 12.002, so nice and stable there. And that is the beauty of the Rockseed RS305P power supply. It's very, very stable. Highly recommend checking that power supply out if you need a bench power supply. There will be a link in the video description. Not sponsored, but it is an affiliate link. But highly recommend that power supply, the RS305P. It works really, really well. As you can see, it's fairly stable there. Okie doke. So, we've got 12 volts coming in. Let's just pop the motherboard onto the other side. A little bit awkward with cables stretching everywhere. So, let's test for some voltage rails then. So, we should get 5 volts here. And we do. We should get 3.3 volts here. We should get 5 volts on F7002. So I'll just test the output side of the fuse if I can get a contact. Yep. 3.3 volts on this inductor here. Okay. 2 volts there. So that means we should have 5 volts in. Yep. So if we get 2 volts there, then we've got 5 volts there, because 5 volts comes in here and it puts out 2 volts on this side. And just here, I think this gets activated when we power it on. So I can prompt it to boot by using a pair of tweezers. So just where the power button connector comes in, you've got a resistor on the left hand side. I can short that resistor to ground. And looks like we do get voltage there. Okay. Okie dokie. So 12 volts should be here. It is. 5 volts here, but only when the board is turning on. Yep. Okay. So it keeps going through that power cycle after I attempt to turn it on. It doesn't actually turn on. Right, so we're getting all the voltage rails on this side, which is rather interesting. So let's continue on to the other side then. F7502, 5 volts, okay. 5 volts there. 5 there. 5 volts. 5 volts. 5 volts there. 12 there. How about the RAM when we attempt to power it on? So I've got to try and remember where these resistors are now. From the other side of the board. I think it's these ones here. There's a couple of caps just here that I can short out, I think. I'm almost certain of that. Yeah. Okay, we do get voltage on the RAM. We get 1.8 volts at the APU. I don't know if that's actually for the APU or if it's for something else, but we get 1.8 volts on a test point here. Unfortunately, we don't have schematics, so I don't know where a lot of things are meant to be. We get 5 volts up there. Okay. Alright, well, I seem to be getting voltage pretty much everywhere, so yeah, something's not right here. Something's a little bit odd. Let's just get rid of the bench supply for now. And just because I can, let's just ground this thing. Oh, hang on a minute. What's this here? on this battery. That battery don't look great. The battery don't look great. Let's have a look at that under the scope. For a battery that's 18 months old, that doesn't look great at all. Okay, let's just test voltage. 3.07. Whoops, I just dropped it. That's fine now. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, yeah, that's fine. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong there, but it could be an indicator that we may have some liquid damage somewhere. Maybe. What's the deal with this here? There's something around the RAM as well. I don't know what that is. Don't know if that's some sort of oil from the factory or something, but there's something there. It's not just that one either. It's not around oil of them. Ha! Oil of them. Classic. Yeah, that's a bit weird. We've definitely got something here. I'm not sure what that is. I'm honestly not sure, but let's just carry on inspecting. So let's just check around the HDMI encoder and just see if that's got any shorts on it. So I'll go into diode mode. So diode mode is going to tell me a very accurate and very quick voltage drop reading to ground and tell me if we've got any shorts on any of these components. Whoops, shut up multimeter. Turn that beeper off. We don't want beeper on diode mode. 0.34, that's normal. 0.16 is normal. These are low impedance lines. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I don't think the encoder's short. Okay, that all appears normal. How about around here then? 0.3, yep, that's normal. 0.15, yep, I think that's a MOSFET for this. 0.35, 65, yeah, I think all of that's normal. Let's just check the data lines on the HDMI port. Yep, they all check out. Yeah, everything there checks out. So the reason I was checking that is because we can get an issue with power when we've got an issue with the HDMI encoder. And if we've got any abnormal readings on the HDMI encoder, then that could indicate a bad chip. So I think that's normal. Well, it's giving me normal readings, so no reason to suspect that the encoder's the cause. Let's just check around the Wi-Fi IC. So sometimes these caps can go bad, causing a beep on beep off issue. Yeah, all of that seems to be checking out absolutely fine. Okay, next I'm going to hunt around by F7501. So this here has been known to cause power issues before. Typically that cap there when it does go. But no such luck, of course. That's checking out perfectly fine. So is that one. Yeah, perfectly fine as usual. Alright. Yeah, everything so far is checking out. I'm not seeing any reason to believe that there's any bad components. 0.008, that's I would say normal reading, I think. So if I take another board here and I'd use diode mode on this, I've just realised something. That's not a normal reading. 0.008 versus another board, and it's 0.08. So that voltage drop is far too low to be low impedance. I think this might be a RAM issue. So I'm testing this area. So this is the 1.5 volt input rail for the RAM. Great workmanship, Sony. Fantastic. This is the 1.5 volt rail for the RAM. And yeah, it's actually 10% of what it should be. Okay. But I'm going to have a really close look and see if I can see any burnt components or anything like that on the RAM. Yeah, we've got that crap all over this side as well. So this is the opposite side of the board. I don't know if it's come off this. But either way, something's not right here. Yeah, you can visibly see that. I really don't know what that is. Like, there's visibly something there. I don't get it. I don't know what it is. Oh wow, that is literally some sort of a liquid. I would love to know what this is. Like, there's just little bits of liquid residue all over the place, and I don't know what it is. I mean, personally, I haven't done any rework to this, and I don't think anyone else has either. The warranty sticker appeared intact. It's definitely a strange one. What would you do here, Kip? Kip? Nah, Kip's asleep. Kip's not going to help me. Well, never mind. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely something strange on that board around the RAM. That coupled with the fact that the battery doesn't look great, I think this has come into contact with liquid at some point. Now, whether that's the cause of this, I don't know. And I could be completely wrong. I could be way off base. I don't know. I could technically clean it up, so I could just scrub it with isopropyl alcohol and see if it boots. But yeah, I just really don't know what else could be causing it, to be honest. Let's just have a look on this side. So the power management for the RAM is around here, I think. So let's just have a look with the multimeter at what's going on here. So I'm back in diode mode. 0.3, 0.3. Damn it. 0.65. I have found shorts on this before, caused by this little cap here. 0.03. Not sure if that's normal. I'll check that in a minute. I'm going to say if this is the input side where this inductor is, then that's going to be ground. 0.03 again. Ah, that's connected to there. Interesting, that's dead short. On that side anyway. Is that ground? It might be. Let's check on another board. Let's just see what the readings are on a different board. So you can see I've actually stole this capacitor off this board. But the readings will be the same. Ha. 0.83. Okay, now we've got something. I think now we've got something. So 0.84 volt drop to ground in diode mode on that inductor. This is the same board, by the way, EDM010. And this one, 0.03. Yeah, okay, now we're getting somewhere. So just to rule anything out with that liquid or whatever it was, I am going to just scrub this. I'm just going to drop a load of isopropyl alcohol down and just give it a good clean, just to make sure that nothing's shorting out because of any kind of liquid residue or anything like that, because I just don't know. I've never seen that on the board before. So I'm just going to give it a real good scrub. Around the RAM. And that should flush out any water or anything, if there is any liquid damage or anything like that. I just want to rule it out, that's all. And then if I just drop some IPA so as it flushes through the RAM. I just want to rule water damage out, you know, a temporary short caused by liquid or something, because I really don't know what that liquid substance is around that RAM. I don't have a clue. Let's dry this off. Still a little bit of IPA around there, but it's fine. I'm just going to move the board out of the way a second and just dry the table. I do think I'm making a little bit of progress on this though. I have found an abnormality. So let's check that again. I don't really need to go under the scope, to be honest. Yeah, 0.03 still. Alright, so I think it's voltage injection time. Now before we do that, let's just make 100% sure that we don't end up injecting 12 volts into the RAM and causing it to go kaboom. So we're going to set this to 1 volt. Boom, just like that. So like I said, I'm going to just start off at 1 volt and just see if I can pick anything up, because that is definitely not normal. So I'll pop one probe on ground, just clip it to ground there. Any ground is fine. And then let's just inject it on the inductor. And that is nowhere near enough current draw. Nowhere near. 0.014. Yeah, it's not going to be anywhere near enough current draw there. Set it at 1.2. 0.025. I'm never going to get anywhere with voltage injection there. Even at 1.5 volts, we get 0.04. I don't know how many volts it's supposed to take, that's the problem. I'm thinking maybe just remove some components and see if it changes anything. But the problem is, I don't want to inject too much voltage because I don't know what kind of voltage I'm meant to be injecting. However, there's definitely something wrong there. So I think it's literally going to be a case of just replacing, or rather removing components. So let's just remove this inductor, because I want to split the circuit into two. There we go. Now let's see what kind of reading I get on each side of this inductor. So this side of the inductor, 0.32, 0.03 on that side, so it's somewhere this side. Okay, so let's just carry on removing components which could possibly be causing a short. And I'm going to just do this until I figure it out, I think. Same. All still the same. Wow, still the same. So there's no other components really on this line, on this side of the board, which could be causing this. So now we're going to figure out where this goes, and to be honest, I don't actually know. So I'm going to have to try and trace it out, which means cue montage, I suppose. And we've got it. on this chip here. That chip right there. Okay. Didn't take that long actually. So this chip here, I've actually heard of failing before. Interestingly. Just there. And that's dead short. Okay. Let's remove that chip. There we go. Now let's see what diode reading we get now. So just over here in diode mode, please be gone, please be gone, please be gone. 0.03. It's still not gone. Turn the beeper off. Yeah, 0.03, it's still not gone. Damn it. I really thought I got that then. Alright, well, that goes to a wire and it goes through to this side of the board somewhere. So, continuity mode, turn the beeper back on. Okay, so that definitely goes to there. Problem is, where does it come out? So it's definitely not beeping because of ground, because it's got a 90 ohm short to ground. Honestly, I've got a feeling this is a RAM chip or two that's gone bad. I don't know where else it comes out. I'm trying to find it. I know it goes through to the other side of the board. Right, I need to locate this trace just here from the other side. Okay, so I've got that pad there. I need to follow this through to the other side. This is not easy to do. It should be around here somewhere. It might be best for me to do it from this pad, so I know I've got the contact. There it is. I got it. And in diode mode, that 90. Oh, that's ohms. Damn it. All right, never mind. So in diode mode, 0.03. Yeah. So we're still on the same circuit. That cap doesn't look great, does it? Just remove that cap from the circuit. Shut up, multimeter. No change. No change. Oh, wow. Right, okay. Remove that out of circuit. No change. Oh. Okay, so now we're going to figure out where the hell this goes. Alright, back to the drawing board. Carry on trying to find it, I guess. I'm not finding it. Not finding where it goes from here at all. So it must go somewhere else on this side of the board then, surely. Right, I've got a feeling this goes to the APU. Or the RAM. I've got a feeling it goes to the APU or the RAM. That's not good. Thing is, I don't know how many volts are supposed to come out of it. That's the only problem. I do not know what I'm supposed to inject into it. It's not giving me nowhere near enough at 1.5 volts to actually detect any heat. Yeah, so 0.016 amps. The problem is it's a 90 ohm short, it's not a dead short. So, yeah, I think I just need to start increasing in voltage. Okay, so now something has finally just gone dead short. So now I should be able to pick something up. It's actually the probes which are getting hot. Just grab a thicker probe. So now whatever it is that's short. Now it's giving me 200 milliamps again. Ah, damn it. Is there any signs of any heat? Yeah, around the APU, I think. I think it's that RAM chip there. No, it's not. It's hard to tell. It's really, really, really hard to tell. It's either the APU or that RAM chip. Well, there's one place that I did not look on that specific RAM chip, trying to trace out that line. That specific RAM chip. You know what? I'm going to remove that RAM chip. Damn it. Straighten those caps up there. There we go. Clean that up. Now let's check that line. I've got a feeling it's probably still going to be there. And if it is, then it's game over. So, diode mode, red probe on ground. Huh. It's still there. Yep, it's still there. It's game over on this one, I think. That sucks. So 0.03 volt drop to ground on the RAM power line or the RAM power rail. Yeah. Track that down to the chip, so to the power management chip. Traced it from there to the back of the board, traced it from there to the RAM, and it's still there with everything removed. The only other thing in that area that could possibly have been getting warm would have been the APU. It's game over, unfortunately. I think the APU on this is dead. I don't think there's anything I can do, so I'm literally just going to throw the components back on any which way I can. And, well, apart from the RAM chip, I'll rebuild that. But, yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be a no fix on this one. I don't think it's going to be fixable at all. It does suck. It is sad to see, but, yeah, this is the problem with these a lot of the time when you've got a 2-second blood. It's an APU failure or an APU issue. And, yeah, sometimes there's just nothing we can do. It's a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. So that's going to be for this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you do have any comments or questions, leave them down in the comment section down below. I'll always do my best to answer. If you do want to organise a repair, you can do so by heading over to the link in the video description. Consolefix.co.uk. You can book in the repair or get in touch if you've got a question about the repair. We're also on Discord as well, so if you want to join the Discord, it's completely free. There'll be a link to the Discord channel in the video description as well. And also, if you want to support the channel, you can head over to Twitch and become a Twitch Prime subscriber. Link in Amazon Prime account, and it's absolutely free for you to do. Or you can become a channel member by clicking on the join button just below the video. Or you can become a Patreon sponsor using the Patreon link in the video description. You can also support the channel just by using the Amazon affiliate links. It all helps. Honestly, it all really helps, and I really do appreciate it. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye for now.